Today on the channel, Adventurous Ones, we're doing something different. If you're watching this on Saturday, it's because it's time now for the comic book review. We're going to be doing something entirely different every Saturday from this point on. And we're starting things off with Public Domain Volume 1. And Chip Zdarsky, this was autographed by Chip Zdarsky, by the way. And I won this in a giveaway a while back from West Coast Avenger. And he says, I said, it's autographed by Chip Zdarsky himself. I don't want to open this and stuff. I don't want to read it. And he says, no. You got to read it. He says, you got to read it. Okay, fine. I read it. And I got to tell you right now, this is good. This was good. My favorite part about the whole thing is about how the Sid Dallas's two kids, his sons, are trying to get his creation back in his hands. He created a fantastic character named Domain, and it went big time. It sold comic books, action figures. The character was in its own movie and everything else in between. But the dad, Sid Dallas, got nothing from it. He got nothing from it. And it was due to a corporation that said, hey, we bought the character from you and stuff like that. We own it. We can do whatever the hell we want. Okay? It's even got the thing of that would have people crying, woke trash, because this is a corporation that's like those big Hollywood movie studios and stuff like that. They like to change the gender of a character and stuff like that, or make them gay all of a sudden and force the message of being gay down somebody's throat and everything else in between. This story tells that kind of stuff in here. Okay, Public Domain Volume 1 is just fantastic. Okay, you've got to, if you can get your hands on this, read it. Okay, it is fantastic to read. I love the dynamic between Sid Dallas's two boys. The one is wild little hothead. He's a hothead. He's like, you want to talk that kind of trash? Pow! Starts to fight. Get it. One ends up with a black eye. Almost loses a tooth. And the other one is trying like hell without violence and everything else in between to get his father's creation back from these people. And they're just like bullies. Okay? They're literally like bullies. You heard Rob Liefeld talk about that kind of thing before and stuff? This is the kind of thing he's talking about. Where a corporation, it doesn't matter if it's Disney, Warner Brothers, it could be frickin' IMAX, or not IMAX, one of those corporations, okay, that's in Hollywood. Okay, the minute your character went from comic book to big screen fame and everything else in between, they're trying to, these corporations are out there trying to say, you get nothing from it. You get nothing from it. You sold it to us. We can do whatever the hell we want with it, but you're getting nothing from it. And so Sid Dallas's family struggles in life, because he never got any of the royalties from anything. Nothing. And I was like, are you kidding me? They stole his creation. Okay? And said, oh, it's going to be so popular and famous. We're going to make action figures and everything else in between for him. Yeah. But when it came time to, once that all happened and stuff, and it came time to fork over the dough, the corporations gave Sid Dallas the kick in the ass and told him, hey, we own your character, you don't. We can do whatever the hell we want with it. You don't get shit from it. So the story is basically that. So before I continue on with my final thoughts on everything, I want to show you guys the story itself. Let's take a look. Okay, Adventurous ones, now I'm going to show you the artwork on the inside. By the way, see, there's where he autographed it, Chip Zdarsky. Here's what the story of Public Domain looks like and stuff. Like I said, the artwork is not all that spectacular and stuff like that, but the story itself is fantastic. I like how it's all in reality. It's based in our reality. It's not superhero reality or alternate universe type reality and stuff. This is basically the story of a man, a son, two sons trying to get their father's creation back. Okay, something that was stolen, they believe was stolen from them, stolen from their father, stolen from their family, and everything else in between. Oh, and that's one thing too. The one son right here, he kind of looks like Andrade from WWE. I just noticed that when I was looking at it again. I was like, yeah, he looks like Andrade. And you can see right there the struggles, because this is how it is. Their father is just literally living day by day and everything else in between, and barely has food or what, you know, because all that fame and fortune he was promised was stolen from him. And the minute that his sons started to come after these corporations about it and everything, they started to try and bully them and stuff, telling them to shut their mouths, don't interfere with us, and again, and everything else in between. And yeah, that don't fly. And that's why I said the story is so good. This is something based in reality. This is not based in comic book superhero reality and stuff. This is a story talking about one man's struggle over his creation and stuff, and how a corporation took it all away and everything else in between, and how his sons were trying to get it back. Restore the good name of their father, Sid Dallas, and everything else in between. And that's why I said that these guys here work for that boss, the corporation that took their father's creation. They get into a fight with them and stuff. And this is what's so funny about this. He pulls, where is it here? Right here. Right here. He pulls a gun on him. And it's not actually a gun. It's a tattoo gun. It's for doing tattoos. But he thinks it's a real gun. They think it's a real gun, so they back the hell off him and stop trying to beat the crap out of them. And that's why I said the story is fan-frickin-tastic. The artwork, like I said, not the greatest in the world, but it's artwork based in a reality and stuff. Like, the person is supposed to be a little on the chunky side, they're going to show it on the little bit of the chunky side. They're not going to try to color code it and everything else in between, or sugar coat it. And a lot of these things that corporations do, okay, is another thing based in reality. Is that you don't want a corporation to own your stuff, okay? You want them to pay you for your hard work and everything else in between. And this story is doing exactly that. It's telling you how it was taken from them and how they fought to get it back. So, let's get back to now that we're done with all this, excuse me, and you saw how it looks, let's get into our final thoughts. So, what do you think of that artwork, Adventurous ones? It's not the greatest in the world. It's not the greatest in the world, but the story itself is fantastic. Okay? It's basic, it's based in real life, it's not something made up. It's not a thing that you sit there and, like, the boys are going to become superheroes and all this kind of secret stuff. So, what my final thoughts on this little endeavor for this episode of the Comic Book Review Show. Public Domain Volume 1 gets a freaking 10 out of 10. Holy hell. I never knew such a story could exist without it being, you know, a superhero type story of some kind, or superhero origin type things and stuff. This kind of story is about reality. The reality of you making a creation that gets you lots, that you think is going to make you so famous and stuff like that. But then have a corporation come along like Disney or frickin' Lucasfilm or frickin' Warner Brothers or Sony or any of those people suddenly come along and take your creation away with the promise of, oh, we're going to make it really famous and stuff. Once it makes all this money, you're going to get a big, and then they screw you over. Yeah. This story basically tells my own backstory on things. Because a while back, long time back actually, this was back when we were living in Florida still and everything, I was about 4 years out of high school, and I wrote a Star Wars story. A literal, all my own Star Wars story, using characters from the Star Wars movies and everything else in between. The thing is, Lucasfilm liked it. Okay, I was excited. Lucasfilm liked my story. All right. And I thought about all the possibilities of it and stuff. And then they dropped the bombshell on me that says, oh, but you won't get nothing from it. Huh? Yeah. They wanted to have the story put under one of their authors' names. Like, Timothy Zahn or one of them, okay? They basically wanted one of their authors, well-known published authors and stuff like that, that done Star Wars novels that I enjoyed, enjoyed reading, and it gave me the idea to come up with my own story and write it and everything. But then Lucasfilm pulled the fast one on me and says, oh, but you won't get nothing from it. In fact, your name won't even be on it. We're going to put one of our well-known authors' names on it and stuff. You'll be like a ghostwriter and stuff. And I says, okay, but would that mean I'm still going to get paid for the writing of it and everything? And they said, no. That means that it would go to, the book would be, the story would be published, and it would have one of their authors' names on it. And that author would get all the royalties from it and shit. I wouldn't get nothing. And that's basically what public domain is all about. Okay, is that when you create something and corporations come along and say, hey, we're gonna give you, we'll pay you for this story and stuff like that, and buy, and your creation and stuff. Okay, and make it famous big time and all this other shit. There'll be action figures, there'll be freaking movies, television shows about it and stuff. But then come back and say, where's my money? And they tell you, there's the door. Don't let it hit you on the way out. Yeah. So, there's truth be told in every story, and public domain is one of those stories. So once again, if you can get your hands on this, get it. Read it. It's fantastic, and it's a 10 out of 10 for me. And huge shout out to West Coast Avenger for his giveaway, for winning this in his giveaway and stuff, and telling me I need to read it, even though it's autographed. So I had to be careful. But I still enjoyed it nonetheless. So, that's it for this episode of the Comic Book Review Show. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss on anything we got going on in 2025. We even got our own we got our own giveaway going on right now for March, and if you want to be a part of it, head over to that video, follow the 4 rules of the video, and in the comment section put hashtag absolute power. That's all you gotta do. You don't even have to frickin' leave a comment. You just put hashtag absolute power in the comment section and you are in the giveaway. So, you got till March 29th to enter. better get moving. Because on the 31st, we're drawing us a winner. So until the next time, I almost said till the next unboxing. Till the next time on Adventurous Ones. Peace out. May the force be with all of you. And I'll see you all next weekend with another new comic book review show. Take care of yourselves, your family, your friends, your pets, loved ones in general. And be smart out there, people. Don't do stupid shit that's going to get you badly hurt, hospitalized, or gone forever 6 feet into the ground. Alright? Use this. Take care of yourselves out there. Stay safe. Get home safely to those that love and care about you the most. And make sure every day, or every night, or both, that you let them know how much you love and care for them in return. Alright? Till then, take care. God bless to all of you out there. And I'll see you all later.